Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Vicky. I support women in their 50s who feel emotionally trapped or disconnected to reconnect with themselves and reclaim a sense of inner freedom gently and safely. And if we've already met, welcome back. If you've been here before, this space is about slowing down, listening inwardly, making sense of what's happening beneath the surface. You join me today. It's January in Yorkshire. We're in the middle of a huge storm outside. The rain is battering on the windows, so if you can hear some noise, that's what it is. I do apologise. I'm here all cozied up, and I thought it would be a really nice way to spend a Sunday, just wrapped up in a blanket in front of the fire, candles burning, just having a little bit of cozy. Got some lovely incense burning, some lovely candles. And I'm wearing a brooch just because I felt like it today. Even though I'm inside and I'm tucked up away from the weather, I wanted something just a little bit fancy, just to make me feel good. This video is called Why So Many Women in Their 50s Feel Trapped, and that's who I'm hoping, if that's who you are, welcome to this space. So if you're in your 50s, like me, and you feel emotionally trapped, this video is for you. And sometimes we can feel emotionally trapped even though we look fine from outside. I want you to know this first: you're not broken. More importantly, you're not alone. There's a whole community of women who are empty nesters, women who are getting divorced, women who've never had children, women who've never been married, women who are widowed. There's a whole community of us, and that's what I'm going to be bringing us together. This feeling of disconnect, isolation, often arrives quietly, and it doesn't announce itself as some loud crisis like we may have experienced in our earlier years. It shows up as a heaviness, a numbness, a sense that something inside you has gone very, very quiet. And that's from years of practice. As we get older, we're very good at masking, we're very good at hiding. We become experts at putting on a brave face. We want everyone to know we're coping or getting on with it, because everyone else seems to be coping and getting on with it. Sometimes we can feel like the proverbial swan putting on the calm exterior while underneath we're paddling up furiously, just trying to keep our heads above the water. Many of us reach this stage of life, having spent decades being emotionally responsible for family, perhaps when we're young, perhaps our parents weren't amazing at their jobs, perhaps we didn't have parents, perhaps had narcissistic parents, parents with alcohol and drug issues. As we get a little bit older, we can be emotionally responsible for maybe siblings, our friends. Remember your teenage years and every weekend was a different drama. Then we started meeting our boyfriends, girlfriends, our life partners, maybe getting married, being emotionally responsible for that other person. Then perhaps having children, perhaps taking on other people's children, a lot more emotional responsibility, people at work. I saw an analogy the other day about emotional responsibility being a bag that we carry around with us, and as we go through life that bag gets bigger and heavier, and I think by the time we've reached our 50s, most of us are dragging around some battered up old trunk full of other people's, full of other people's emotional responsibilities. It can be exhausting. So you've learned how to stay steady while spinning all them plates that are not even yours to be carrying. You've learned how to cope, or at least appear that you can. Most importantly, you've learned how to put your own feelings somewhere safe and out of the way while you take care of absolutely everybody around you. We've just had Christmas. I love Christmas. How emotionally taxing is Christmas? Especially if you've got younger people around or older parents that you're looking after. If you're separated from your children's parents, all that organising, all that trying to please everybody, dropping people off, picking people up, making your house be absolutely perfect. It's a whole lot of emotional baggage for us to carry. Over time, that emotional holding becomes a kind of an inner confinement, almost a prison, a gilded cage that we can be sat in. And not because you did anything wrong, because you did everything right. Because your system learned that you weren't the priority and everybody around you was. And the more that your system learned that, the more that everybody let you take on that role because you were so good at it. Your system learned that you weren't the priority and everybody else was. And I think for those who've managed to reach this age, and thank God we have, that it's about time we started prioritising ourselves, our own needs and our own wants and our own desires. Feeling trapped at this stage in your journey, it's not a failure, it's not a lack of gratitude for everything that you do have. You can still enjoy your wonderful family, you can still enjoy your wonderful children, your parents, your friends, but it's time to start prioritising yourself. It's often a sign that something in you is asking to be acknowledged. Feeling trapped at this stage in your life is often a sign that there's something in you that needs to be acknowledged. So if any part of you feels seen right now, just let that be enough. There's nothing to fix here. It's just simply a place to begin. A place to rediscover and a place to reconnect. It's a place to reclaim, and you're going to hear me coming back to that quite a lot. A place to reclaim who you were, or perhaps who you still need to be. One of my favourite films from years ago, Shirley Valentine. And I remember watching it and just thinking, how did she let that girl go? But we do. So perhaps now it's time to channel your inner Shirley Valentine. Shirley? So I invite you to lean into ritual, lighting the candles, burning the incense, wearing the brooch if that's what makes you happy, making yourself a really soothing drink, lighting a fancy candle. Don't save it for best. Plan a fabulous trip. Spray yourself in that gorgeous perfume just so that you can smell it. Something kind, something just for you. I'm going to be doing a series of videos like this, building up our tribe. More importantly, just encouraging you, it's time to reclaim that inner girl, the wild teenager, or the girl who liked to read endlessly, or the girl who liked to ride horses and hasn't done as an adult. What's the thing that you need to reconnect with? What's the thing that you need to reclaim? So thank you for joining me on this beautiful, windy, stormy Sunday. We haven't blown away yet, so we're okay. I hope wherever you are, you're safe and you're warm. And I hope to see you very soon.